Yep. Yep. Ooh.
Check it, boom. Pull up. Check it, boom. Pull up. 선호공 중에 우두머리죠. 부룩하면 용기형들 다 무리죠.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here with a little 17 unit. This is HOSHI and WOOZI with their track 동갑내기. They got the music video pulled up right here. I have no idea if we'll have a dance visual. I think the music video will be more telling than anything, and I'm pretty excited for this. I do know that they did a unit with Scoops for Cheers, and so I know that WOOZI is the leader of the vocal unit, and then you have HOSHI, who is the leader of the performance unit. So I know that going in, and at this point I have marathoned 17's entire discography, and it has been fantastic. And they were my first marathon I ever did too, so there's a lot of like sentiment to that, so I love being able to give 17 some love. I'm ready, I hope you are. Let's go. They're the 96ers. Oh, wait. Yeah. I love it. 손오공. There we go. Yeah. Better show them what's up. Next, after the Dragon Boys. Dragon sounds way better than Rat. I get it. Oh my god. It's like Nike.
Here we go. Brothers and sisters. 모두 춤을 몸을 맡겨. 서로에게 연기부터. Here we go. At the party, 잘해 건배. Can't be like me. At the party, 잘해 건배. You can be like me. 우리 혼자서 함께 전에 get down. 평소와는 다르게 난리 나지요. Dirty boys, 맞는 말이죠. 우리처럼 해봐요, just like this. Just like this. Just like this.
So it makes sense why they're a unit. Can I just say, I feel so cool right now because I was born in 96. And I didn't realize that I'm the same age as HOSHI and WOOZI. That's so cool. I mean, I felt that way about 10. I had no idea. 10, we're all the same age. That makes me feel so cool. I feel an obligation as a 96er to learn this dance. So be expecting of a cover at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it, but it's gonna happen. So just so you know, it's happening. And I also feel like I have to wear pink. I don't really own pink, so I guess I gotta go buy some. But goodness gracious, this was so fun. I was not expecting that. That made me feel so cool. I feel so cool right now. Oh, I see, like, guys, representation matters when it comes to ethnicity, nationality, age. A lot of times I think like that's so cool. Like I feel so appreciated right now. This is so cool. Also the reason why, like I had said, oh look at that, you see like Spider, of course that's Hoshi's solo, right? And then you have the apples, all that, and then I know WOOZI had a track called Ruby, right? Yeah, so anyway, this is so freaking fun. I love it. This is such a vibe. We freaking stand this. They were both born in the, 17 in general, they were all born in the late 1900s. So I vibe with them hard. Okay, this is just so fun. And I love that they're like, we are a prize to be held. They said, Chiefs among the Solongong, that's like super, right? Born in 96, we're next after the Dragon Boys. Now, Dragon sounds way better than Rat because we're the year of the Rat, if you did not know. And it did throw me off the first time I heard this because I was like, there ain't no way. We are not Year of the Dragon. We're Year of the Rat. Like, that's how, like, invested I was about this. I'm like, okay, what are we about to talk about? I'm ready. Because, I have it on my back. I have a whole tattoo on my back that's derived from the Chinese zodiac. So it's like, I was about to have an existential crisis if, in fact, I have been wrong my entire life about what animal I am in the zodiac. Anyway, this makes me oh so excited. Come on with, I love me, regardless if it's a sprinkler or the rain itself, I love water scenes. It's cool. Like, I feel like I would look like a wet puppy dog, but they look freaking sick. Goodness gracious. And also, I love the fact they were popping off choreographically because they're like, look, we could be in our late 20s and feeling like we're ready to register for Life Alert and Medicare, but we can hold it down mighty fine. That's fun. With the artwork, it's fun. How? That's fun. And of course, Hoshi is very much he's a tiger boy. Like, I feel like if he's going to get a tattoo, he needs to get one of this horang, or something like that. Like, I think it's so fitting. This was such a fantastic track. Part of it is very, very clearly because of how it resonates with me, but it also makes me just so curious. If I were to, like, interact with anybody in my life, I would love to interact with people who are the same age as me, just because I was just so curious about what their mindset and their adjustments, not living the same lifestyle, or they've had an expedited journey in the public eye. Like, they've experienced that significantly longer than I have. So it just makes me so curious how that shapes your brain and how you think about things. It just makes me curious about human interaction, if I'm being honest. This is so cool. I am so excited for the dance visual of this. We officially have our dance practice locked and loaded. I'm excited for this. Let's go. I already have it in my brain. I'm gonna have to learn it. It would be a disservice to the age. I know Cho Young-jun's in this too. Yep. Yep. Ooh! Honestly, Cho Young-jun, make the younger boys do all the hard stuff like that on the floor. Wow. Yep. Cool. Ugh. Have some freedom in it. Party moment. Nice. I like this part of the choreo a lot. That was fun. Dab them up. Come on now. Oh. The pickup with the cross was nice. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's cute. Just like this. Just like this. Hold it. Oh, that's a vibe. Oh man, I liked that a lot. And I do the da 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 is in reference to Monse, right? That's fun. Love the fact that you got Cho Young-jun in this. I did learn he was in it, but because I was so focused on so many other elements of the music video, it was hard for me to catch him there. But I see him here. Love me a good fixed cam. Let's go. So from the top here, the subtlety of the shoulders help match how our tone is coming across with Hoshi. I really like it. And I like the little just swipe across with the hand is super cute there. Then we get nice and low, super dope on that, and I like the tension that we're kind of sliding through on those hips, which is cool, and the weight is nice. So it's like we're making the slowest figure eight with our hips that you could possibly do. It's really fun. Then they end up doing just a little jack to reset. Nothing crazy, super subtle. Then we press and press, nice and low. I like the look. You got Cho Young-jun up there in the center. For me, I was kind of following him around just a smidge to see how he phrases this and how he chooses what sections he's in. And I think if I was in his position, I would probably make similar concessions where it's like, I have some young and agile guys. I'll make them go to the floor and I can hang out with the members at the top. That's what that felt like. I like the knock at the top. It's also fun. You have the shoulder swipe and then look at the air time. Boom. Pop it. And then we have a little drop from Cho Young-jun in the back. I love that we can just reference him as much as we're referencing our members. Really fun. The pickup of the leg. I like the kick. Notice that just the flow of our choices are really interesting. Where we kick and then using that leg to balance on was really nice. And then we end up switching to run, creating a different accent with our arms. I like the cross with our arms kind of hugging in the back, and then you have Hoshi kind of tucked away. Then it does look like we take our hips and move them and rotate them around, which is nice. There's your run, and then it goes boom, boom. And I don't know if that's an ISO or if it's 2 interruptions. Oh, doon, doon. I think we let our head go in the second one, so it is an interruption and an ISO. That's cool. Cool. I like the subtlety there. Look at the shoulders moving. Then we go doon, doon. That's fun. Head into the elbow to the floor. I love that. And then notice who's not on the floor. You guessed it, Cho Young-jun. Why would he go there? Make them do it. Literally was my thought process. So we're rotating, pressing our way more so on the back, upper back there. I like how we step back. We do a nice little kick with a trace down. It was also fun. I like that we have our guys on the ground with their head nodding and we're tapping. Love that. So it's polyrhythms through delegation, which we like that Joe. So I like that we're going through tone on that with a little shampoo of the arm. Then we go toe tap, heel dig, or just accents of our balls of their feet and our heels. And then we're ending up prepping. We're about to go up to the sky. Come on now. Boom. Love that. So they were hitting the bases in center, and then they were going on the Joe. Yeah, so there goes bass, bass. So I like we knock with both, and then we knock with one. Subtle head ISO on that to help embellish. Really fun. Then we end up tracing across the shoulder, letting the head go the opposite direction so it looks a little bit more full than if we just kept it isolated. So it's fun. It's the power of tracing and what you're doing with other body parts to help make that trace look more engaging. It's fun. I like the symmetry too, where you have 2 people on either side of our small group. Here's a group of 5, and then we have our 2 in the back. So I like that we have some depth to the choice. It's not super isolated to the front, which I really like. Now this, I like the little slides going on with the palms of the hands, and it looks like they have to place more weight. Not really, I mean, they're letting the toes assist on that choice, if you're noticing from my guy right here, downstage a little bit more. But happening what's upstairs, sorry, I said upstairs, like this is a freaking apartment. No. So yeah, they end up tracing over and through, and then we knock it. And then it ends up, I don't know, it's not like a press through on the ball of the foot. It's definitely just an accent with the heel as we push it to travel it more to the back, right? I like this little moment from one of our dancers in the back who said, come here. And it goes just like this. So I like this scoop of that. I'm so sorry. So they end up brushing their arms down to their thighs, which is really fun. Little pot of array. Notice that we have all of our dancers creating a nice rotation going from the front to the outside, and they're spreading it out, still having your members facing more towards the front. What I really like is that everybody's in casual fits. There's not an obvious color scheme that was asked for everybody to wear, unless this is just what they wear, right? Because even WOOZI and HOSHI are wearing fits that your dancers would wear. Honestly, I think the dancers have more pop of color than they do. So I think it actually allows us to see how well do WOOZI and HOSHI stand out in this routine, not having outfits that kind of assist that, right? So I like the arms rotating through is also nice. These groove choices are very fascinating because of how they're set up. So if you look, we rotate with that arm to the outside, and then we hit the base. Doom, doom. Yeah, it goes out and then we hear this build up in the back. But notice that the legs have this weight, like these ball chained with these knees getting involved, and we're kind of pressing low to the ground, right? And then we end up doing a little dig with one of our legs. Not even a chug, but it gives an impression of a chug with like a stomp down, with this arm meemawing the spaghetti noodles at the top, right? And then we do a drop ball change to get us a little bit closer. And it goes just like this. There's your trace. I like their moment here. They knock the elbow, they rotate around, and it goes da-da, and we slide out. Come on now. And we pick up our feet, which is really nice. So it goes 1 iena, 2 iena. And then we go, oh my gosh, these arms. I feel like, I don't know if I'm going to go 0.75. Maybe I will. I think I'll try. I haven't done 0.75 in a hot minute. Okay, here we go. So the pickups are really nice. Oh my God, these arms. So the arms are out. Oh, sheesh, you're kidding. Oh, let's figure it out. Okay, we're here. Arms are straight. The fact I have to like pause it and think, because also I know this is in my future, so I have to pre-game. So it looks like this arm happens in front. This one shoots up and behind. And then it goes up behind. That one sends it to the side, and then you extend it out. Ew, that's fun. Okay, and it goes pull up, pull up. So I like that we have our scoop, and then we have our shoulder kind of get added onto it. And then we ended up pull up, like a subtle trace of that, and then we end up taking our arms, bringing them over, doom, doom, making our weight shift from that right side to the left side, so stage right, stage left, and then they do a little head nod to help complement that. So I like the suspension of it, right? They drop low, and then they end up on the plane where they scoop that leg around, which I really like. That's fun. That's definitely like... you can see it's like a legato, second half of a Steve Martin, if you were curious about where you may have seen like that kind of move. Pickup's nice, and it does feel like we were doing a little Harlem Shake there. Yeah, chicka chicka boom. Yeah, we're gonna call it that. Then we trace, we do about 3 of them to get us to transition to a new spot. And then we do a pelvic thrust, corner, corner, love it with the elbows to match. Then they do a direction change. We step out with that left foot, extend that body facing up to the top, and then they hit. I like the hop coming out of that, and then have a little party moment as they rotate to the other side, and they go base to the center with our arms across the chest, and then we have them engaged to the bottom of our hips, Then we have a little party moment. Their arms come out. They said, come here. Then we go just like this. So it's a bookend from what we saw in the beginning of the course, where we brush the arms and then we trace to finish. And I like that they match that too. Now, little party moment from everybody. He says, come on now. And then we end up having our dancers do a little assisted lift here. So it looks like they're grabbing elbow, probably underneath the armpit is normally like a safe place to go. It's by the joint, so when this moves you can still support the torso this way. So it does look like we have one of my guys totally just assisting here and here, which I don't think is as practical, but also it does give the impression that this guy is relying upon him, like his side is helping on his back is what that feels like, right? I don't know, but yeah, I like the assist. We are having the inside dancers, I think, are catering or taking the brunt of more the back of our lifties, and then my other two are keeping this guy contained because they're rotating them inside to outside on the kicks. Okay, that's cool. I like this. It's a fun add-on where we go uppercuts and then they go in out. So it honestly looks like Cho Young-jun is becoming a way to basically keep it symmetrical, right? Where if you have a point, he's filling up to be across from WOOZI here, right? That's what that looks like. It really does feel that way, doesn't it? Yeah, so see, now I feel like I haven't counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11. So we have an odd number of dancers. So I'm curious if Cho Young-jun promoted with them or if it was just for dance practice music video. I don't know. Taps were nice. I love that choice. And then we end up having, I think, groups of 2, and then we have a little group of 3 in the back, so Hoshi doesn't have to contribute with the arms. So that was a really nice way to get to about 5 columns here. I like that moment there. They end up taking it up. I like that we have our those facing the back, not the back, they're the ones in the back. They're knocking their arm forward, and I like the positioning of everybody before they go and rotate out of it. The slide is really cool. Then have a little moment. And then we bring, come on now, little Charleston right there. I love it with a little punch of the shoulder. It's cool. But notice it's not even like a full punch. It's just a little, it's like a slinky. I wouldn't even go full snake. You know, like I'm not a snake, but I like the slinkiness about it. It's fun. It's conversational. It's chill. It's demure, right? So then you have everybody, just about 3-4 people switch places. Other guys just change their level. The clapping's cute. They're like, oh, good job. I like the 2 guys that were lower, and then they ended up using that transition. That's a basket run. Oh, but were we on tempo? Let's look. I will give it to him. I'll give it to him. I like the points. Definitely gives a little Macarena vibe, doesn't it? With a little body roll. We turn out of it. We end up doing the 40s is what we've heard this called. It's crazy. I don't even call it crazy like center popping, but I like from there, we end up stomping and using that to hop from one side, hop to the other side. Just like this. I like that moment here, just like this. Personally, I really like this section. I may learn this section. Because what's really nice is as a 96er, I feel like I have the freedom of choice on what section feels the most fun. This one's really fun. I love that choice. Little party moment. I'm down for a good party. I love what our guys are doing in the back there. And they said, come on now, let's go. And then we end up doing a little run. I like the dab. It's fun. Not dab like this, but like we're dabbing somebody up. It's fun. 2 levels are nice. And then we have our 2 guys, which honestly, I didn't know that they were the same age. I didn't even know that we were the same age because I was born the same year as them. And then I learned that Wonu in June, right? We're all the same age. And maybe somebody else, I don't know. But that's cool. So it feels like, I don't know. If I were to meet, because I know I've had people be like, Jess, do you ever want to work with people, you know, in this industry? I don't know if I would like want to work with people. Like, I don't know if I want to choreograph for groups because I really love the long-term investment of like groups like 17 being with Cho Young-jun. But I wouldn't mind sitting in rehearsals and like watching and observing just out of curiosity on how somebody has lived the same amount of life as I, but it's so different, you know? It just makes me so curious about their thought process on things because a video can only show so much, and like experience somebody just in the vibes could just be very different. So it gets me, like I would prefer to be around people that are around my age in those types of situations. So I feel like we've been on Earth for the same amount of time. So it feels like maybe we can connect a little bit easier because I would struggle with the language barrier as well as the cultural barrier to a certain extent. So having a common denominator like age, I feel would be comforting, but also I feel like I would get along with lots of people, or maybe they all secretly hate me and they're like, ew, this Jess girl who reacts to our stuff, boo, you know, I don't know. But as long as we have a good time and they don't look at what we're doing and think that I'm just being so critical and being mean, or that I'm not contributing positively, then I think we're fine. But anyway, just like this, the rolls on the arms were nice. We go low, high, crisscross is fun. I like that donga, man, that's fun. Like, all that's really fun. I like the speed change on this. Come on. And then we chicka chicka boom. And then they double it here. That pull up, so it goes up, and then they pull the arm, pull up. Like, I like how the phrasing of this is so similar and familiar to that first course, but it is different. I really like how we have that boom speed change. Really cool. Then we switch it over, da-da, boom. They still keep the switch off on that. I really, really like this section, so I may learn it. I don't know. Y'all will see on my shorts. I like the chicka chicka boom. Ooh. Pull up, and then we have our legs go out, which is also really nice. And it goes hit, out, boom, come on, pelvic thrust. Doom, doom, we knock it over to the side, and then we cross. And I like how we end up making it just a, we wipe and we swipe, and it's cool. And then we do a little crisscross with our legs, and our arms are pressed up. Then we go have a little party, and it goes up, and really nice seeing that there with the reset. Then we get everybody nice and just internal, more closer together in our clump. Then we bring it out. I love just how we have one of our legs as a pivot point, and we're just taking it up and around. Come on, party. And then we hinge around. Love that. Definitely gives a little Mary J. Blige, little party, and love. And we look, hey, bass, bass, bass right there, hanging out with the shoulders. It goes, bring it up. Come on. And we make a nice little speed change suspension. Notice I still have it at 0.75. I feel like we're able to talk about it more as it's going in comparison to when I just like pause it in real time. So y'all let me know if you feel like this is too long-winded, or if you're like, Jess, it's really too slow for me. Please bump that mess up to full speed. Let me know. I like going to the 0.75. I like the swipes coming out of that. It's really nice. Then they hold it. Then you have a little head going on between our two members. Then a little party moment between everybody. Swipe. Yeah, look at that. He was mixing it up, Hoshi sir. That was fun. Claps are nice. Ball changes are fun to get everybody spread out, so I like that. They just ball changed in a little square. And then you have the crisscross from everybody else. They all do this little rock, and they're pulling it up. I really like the dip of the hips on that. It's really cool. Then they go knock, knock with the arms. Take the hands, go out. And then we pull it really nice. And then we clap it right here at the base of the palm. And then we end up crossing it over. Hold on. Yeah, bring it through, and then go base, base, where we go to the front, and then it front, back, front, right? Ooh, hold on. It goes, be like me, Isn't this a little petty? It's like a little, with the throw. That's fun. They go, hey, hey, hey. Definitely gives a little Bismarcky vibe, but not a full committed one, but I like the ball change coming out of it. Yeah, all that. I like the little moment where they're all knuckling it up. Love the interactions between the members and the dancers. It's great. I like the little toss from one side to the other. It's really fun to have a little moment. That's just super cute. A little horange vibe. Then they all have a little party, and then they all spread it out to a windows. Love that. Then they end up having a really interesting just transition. It does look like it's between two lines, but it does look more complex because you have it stacked in comparison to everybody. You know, normally you see people who are here, they go around each other this way, but it does look like we made a different choice, right? Yeah, so whenever you have two lines, right, here, normally you would have one person in front, one person behind switch, but it's actually the people beside you that you're switching, so it actually makes it more, there's more depth involved in it, so that's really fun. You don't think about those things until you actually see somebody deviate from what's normally predicted, and then you're like, oh, I had never thought to just have the people next to each other do it. You normally have people in front and behind do it, so that's cool. And then they're right there into, they just go, instead of it staying into those windows formations, you still got your two in center, they end up creating a little X, which is super dope. Brush, 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 and it goes this, like this little party, just like, a lot of these little free-flowing moments to transition, I don't mind those, it's fun, it matches the vibe of, we're walking art, so we can do what we want. It gives that kind of vibe, it works well. And then I like how we take our arms, fold them down. I like the head ISO on that with the legs to complement. Then we have the arms and we go, I love that. We didn't really wrist twist or anything. We let the shoulder do the talking and we drop the level. Love that. Then we all have a little partner moment. And then we have a little group of 3. This is all super, super cute. Is this tying into something particular? Could they be spelling something out? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, this gives a little M vibe. This gives a I don't know. YH. Then they're just having a little partner moment. I don't know. I love this though. Yes, put Choreographers in a freaking downward dog and make them work. But anyway, I really like this. They're all like, so the fact that I'm making them hold that, even though doing all that mess full out is fun. I like the, and doesn't that sound like a dog? Right? That was fun. I enjoyed this. I think I know what section I will personally attempt to tackle. And I think it's really cool that we have Choi Young-joon in as a dancer for this. If you guys didn't know, he is the choreographer for 17. So most of their discography that has movement quality to it, he has been an active hand in. So he was the guy, if I didn't actually point him out, he is the one in the Supreme Fit right here. And what's really cool is we've already done analysis. We've seen him on Street Man Fighter, currently as a mentor on Boys Planet Season 1, because that's what I'm looking at in 2025 right now. He also did backup work for BTS. I saw him a couple times there, which is fun. And just in general, I really like seeing him just dabble more so, and you just get to see his interactions with artists, because they're all people at the end of the day, and it's nice to see people have fun with people doing the thing that they like. So this was a really fun interaction. As a 96er, I feel repped, I feel cool, and I feel like this is going to be really fun. Y'all know me, I know you, I'm Jess. If you guys want to see more 17 content, whether it's unit work, solo works, or the entire group, I have all of it on Patreon. It was the very first marathon I've ever had the privilege of doing. So all of it is dance practices, and then I marathon all their music videos in one go. So if that tells you, it's very vintage, that one. But yeah, anytime they release new music video visuals, I tend to look at them on Patreon first, and then all this gets released early there before it makes its way into the World Wide Web on YouTube. So if you're like, Jess, I don't want to wait, you don't have to. Go to Patreon and have a good time with all of us. We'd love to have you. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.